Elizabeth Holmes told investors her machine could run 200 blood tests from a single finger prick. It couldn't run one. Inside the Theranos' Palo Alto lab, employees were secretly pricking patients, diluting the tiny blood sample, then running it through commercial machines bought from Siemens. The exact machines Holmes claimed she'd made obsolete with her own invention, the Edison. She dropped out of Stanford at 19 with that device, and by 2014, investors had valued the company at $9 billion on almost no outside proof it worked. Her board wasn't scientists. It was Henry Kissinger, George Shultz, and General James Mattis, powerful men who could open doors but couldn't read a lab result. In 2013, Walgreens signed on anyway, opening the Theranos Wellness Centers, inside 41 stores where real patients handed over their blood for tests that were never actually run the way they were told. The first person to blow it open was sitting at the Theranos' own lab bench. Tyler Shultz, George Shultz's own grandson, flagged the faked quality control data to management in 2014 and got ignored, then threatened with a lawsuit for talking. New videos like this go up every single day, so subscribe now if you don't want to miss the next one. Tyler kept going anyway, feeding what he knew to Wall Street Journal reporter John Carreyrou, whose October 2015 investigation finally forced the machines into the open. What came out was worse than a broken gadget. Real patients had gotten real wrong results, including a woman told she'd likely miscarried, and a man sent to the ER over a fabricated potassium reading. The Theranos had spent nearly 2 years suing and having private investigators follow the very engineers who tried to warn someone. Hit like on this one if a 19-year-old college dropout fooling Henry Kissinger surprises you as much as it surprised us. The SEC charged Holmes with massive fraud in 2018 and barred her from running a public company for a decade, but that was only the opening charge. Federal prosecutors indicted her criminally that same year, arguing she'd built a $9 billion valuation on a machine that, in the end, never worked the way she said it did to anyone who tested it honestly. In January 2022, a jury convicted Holmes on 4 counts of wire fraud against investors, and in November 2023, she reported to a federal prison in Texas to begin an 11-year, 3-month sentence. The finger prick device that was supposed to replace the entire blood testing industry now sits behind glass in the Smithsonian as a warning, not an invention. Comment below. Did you know the Theranos never actually built the machine it sold to Walgreens, investors, and patients?